Good evening, good evening, good evening. We're here, another CtD Challenge match. Got two players here battling it out in a best of five. We got Staffer Steve Ruebling here from Missouri. I'm not bowling. KT. So Steve is bowling for 4 balls of his choice and 4 CtD jerseys. So Steve will have to take down Kyle Troup if he wants to take home the big prize. So Kyle will get us started on the left lane. Whoever starts a game on the left lane will be the first to bowl.
20%.
20%. Not quite. So if an orange pin comes up as the head pin and the player strikes, we will have 20% off on ctdbowling.com for 5 minutes. Get you a chance to get some CtD products at a discounted rate. And I got Bill Freitas in the booth with me. He's been here all day with us. How you feeling, Bill? Are you tired?
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Fair enough.
I worked third shift. I was up all day when I was supposed to be sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming to the back. I'm all mixed up.
Kyle's coming to the booth while Steve shows us his first shot. So Steve is getting 18 pins of handicap. So how was that first shot? Looked pretty decent.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I just got to watch my speed on the left lane a little bit. That was a little firm. I was waiting to see if that was going to wrap 10 or not. It did, so just hold a little bit slower on the left lane.
Do you know off your hand if you're going to wrap 10 or ring or flat 10?
Yeah, a decent amount of time. Like that one, I was like, yeah, I mean, it may strike, but I had a feeling it was probably going to wrap 10. But you know, it's a little easier, obviously, on this condition. When we get over to red square, it's kind of hard. You know, you just want to hopefully hit the pocket, and then if we strike, cool. If not, leave a makeable spare.
Yeah.
How many viewers we got in here tonight? All right, 82.
So
All
We've
right.
only been live for 3 minutes.
All right, we need to hit the share button, guys. We need like 300 viewers.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't seen 300 yet today, and I don't think we're going to see it on the lanes. But we still have a chance.
I mean, Steve started with the first 2, so never know.
How many pins?
18. 18 pins of handicap for Mr. Steve. That's pretty good. We like those. Yeah. I hit the share button. Did you?
I did.
Ah, look at that. I got to post it as me. There we go. Shared. I'll say it again. I hit the share button. Did you? Pretty good. Oh, almost a 10 pin. All right, so Kyle's coming back here. Did you think you were going to 10 pin on that shot like you did on the first one in that lane?
No, because it was a little bit slower. It was a little in, but I like my speed better. So, you know, I've kind of found the right reaction for the house shot, so to speak. So I've got a little bit of miss room with the green ball. That's always been the money ball. You know, these lanes seem pretty high friction. Little mixer on the 20% off. Sorry, folks, it doesn't count. But, yeah, you know, this just in general, these lanes seem to be fairly high friction, even the Pro-Am lane. So a lot of the balls are just burning up for me. But, you know, like I said in the previous video, the weaker core, this ball allows me to keep my hand at the back of it where I would have to rotate most of the other stronger balls, you know, in the symmetric line that we have.
All right. Teresa shared. Benjamin shared.
There we go.
Troup is the man. Would love to bowl. Oh.
Don't you do it.
Would love to bowl with him on Team Storm Bowling.
Bowl up a storm, baby.
So they're actually working on lane 3 right now.
Just hanging out, having a chat
Yeah, they might be.
on the lane.
Noticed something while the players were practicing, so we want to make sure that everything is good to go before they get over there on game number 3. We got our mechanic, Mr. Paul, back there doing his thing. Oh, good shot. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We have Coach Bill Freitas in the booth with us today. Bill helps us out a lot in the staff group, answering physical game questions or just general questions that might come up. And then Kyle is also coming back here. If he continues to do that, I'm not sure. But he's bowling, so that's what he is focused on right now. So if you have any questions for either guy or me, if you would happen to have a question for me, drop it in the chat. Oh, got it out. And Steve is actually a member of CtD staff. The reason that Steve is here is he won a drawing to have the chance to bowl against Kyle. The L-Train match earlier, L-Train's on staff. Jonathan McMahon, he's on staff. Uh-oh. Steve has the first opportunity to show us what he's made of for that 20%. Oh, good shot. Bryant said, Kyle, don't do me, or don't do him like you did against me in North Carolina.
Yeah, me and Bryant had an action match at Triad Lanes in Greensboro. My ball reaction's pretty good there. I'll just have to say that. Yeah, it's been a pretty good year bowling action there. And up in Columbus, too. So I've got to bowl a little bit of action. Feels good to be back in the action scene. And we're live stream, so that's even better.
All right, Steve. Oh,
20%,
Steve coming in with the 20% off. Good shot. So the code is live now. It will be live until 7/14. OPCTD 20 until 7:14 p.m. Central Time. Five minutes. That code will be gone. Oh, a little flat 10 there. OP CtD 20, courtesy of Steve Ruebling, member of CtD staff, coming here to bowl against Kyle, giving it his all to have the chance to take home 4 balls and 4 jerseys. Uh-oh. All right. No harm, no foul.
30-year-old knees.
Oh, I don't
This guy.
30-year-old.
Sympathy from the crowd. I'm a 35-year-old professional.
OP CtD 20, 20% off on ctdbowling.com until 7/14. And there we go. Another flat 10. Audra, I see you got in. Awesome. Got a jersey. We'll let Kyle shoot the spare, and we'll show the score. All right. So Kyle has 148 in the 6th, and Steve has 87 in the 4th, working on the double, and he gets 18 pins.
Oh, wow. So he's trying serious. He's going to take the lead.
He's already in the lead so much.
How much taller can Kyle get his hair?
It'll probably be a little bit bigger tomorrow because I probably won't wash it in the morning.
Good shot.
That's another mixer.
Good
Mixer's
shot.
hot. Hit him thin, watch him spin.
That's right.
Where's his 18 pins at? Don't tell me it's just on spare shooting now, because if you throw 11 strikes, I'm still going to lose.
Steve throwing the Obsession Tour, and Kyle's throwing an IQ Tour Emerald. You stock up on those?
I was just telling Pops over here, I have about 3 other ones that are that have been used a bunch that I don't get rid of. I have 1 new one left. This one's fairly new. I just drilled this one before the Strike Derby, and then I never used it. So
Okay.
it actually worked out pretty good.
So do you sit on balls that you really like?
A few. I'm not quite like Anthony Simonson, have a house full. But I've got a lot of gems that I just kind of hang on to.
All right.
But for the most part, we just kind of drill some balls on tour.
All right.
So you use the highest average from the past, I believe it's 3 years, 90% of 220. Good shot. You'd really tell, or at least I feel like I can tell that Kyle's really trying to get it around the pattern.
Yeah, he's definitely getting around it more than he was the other 2 matches.
Yeah.
Early.
Be a good question to ask him if he thinks it's tighter. As we've re-oiled the lanes, we've oiled the lanes once, 4 times so far today. Come on, 20%, he says. Eh. In the 8 pin. All right, so a couple more seconds on the discount code. About 20 seconds. Good shot. 15. So, as you've been bowling, and the discount code is completed, 5 minutes is up. As you've been bowling today, have you noticed the lanes getting tighter with the pattern continuously being run on top of itself?
So I actually noticed the house shot hooking more now, and I believe that's because I guess the other pattern was ran before, or he wasn't able to burn one lane. So that really made him tight the first go round. So I've actually seen the house shot hook a little more. Now I feel like it's what it was kind of meant to be the first match against Jonathan, because there's no way I would have been able to throw the green ball at the beginning. They were super tight down lane. But then on the red square, I'm definitely seeing them get tighter. I used fast pitch the first match, and then I had a great reaction with pitch black. And then on the re-oil, the pitch black barely wanted to hook. So, yeah, I can definitely see him get tighter on the right lane. And then now I'm kind of feeling myself just watch my speed even more on this left on the house shot.
Mm-hmm.
So now that it's kind of out there and developed for what it was supposed to be. Yeah. No, it's got some friction, but yeah, it's becoming tighter as well, which is normally what we see on tour as well.
All right. So Steve has he had 190 in the 8th with his handicap. So he can shoot 240. If he gets all 3 in the 10th here, might leave a little in. Oh, 6-pin.
Oh, yeah. It's coming.
All right. Hi, Kyle. I wanted to personally thank you. You sent Tony Colosimo a signed Lumberjacks jersey up to New York for my dad. Can't thank you enough.
Yeah, what's up, Tony? Definitely, it was awesome to help out a good friend. Tony moved up to New York, so I don't get to see him no more. So hope everybody's well up in New York. Stay away from COVID. Oh, I made a mess.
No, I made a mess.
I'll let him trash out.
Yes, we did re-oil before each set.
If Dad had knocked it over, it wouldn't be a problem.
All right, so that is final frame for Steve there. 210, 228 with his handicap. So a strike will lock it up here. That's pretty good. Flat 10. So Kyle needs to make this to
Cover this and get some.
cover this and get a little bit of count. Little bit of count by keep it on the lane. And that'll be game 1. Game 1.
Clean game. I can't say that too often. But.
All right. Kyle up 1-0. 228 with Steve's handicap to 237. So we'll go ahead and get these guys going right into game number 2. Steve will start this game on the left lane.
It's all right, I'll work on the game.
Yeah, I'm about out. Yeah, I already had 2 of those too. It's cool on.
All right. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight on this Friday night.
How many are we up to?
Viewers, 116. Running matches all day long. So Steve's going to start. See if he can come back from losing the first game, and that was a great shot to start. Avery Orange. Things like this make me proud to be a national staffer. Great job. Thank you, Avery. We appreciate you. Avery is actually local. Lives pretty close to the EC. Bulls League with Ron Hicklin Sr.
What's up, everybody?
Avery's in the chat. Avery Orange.
All right. Yes, sir.
It looked like it was a little right.
Yeah, I thought it was a little right too.
Yeah.
Love you, EJ.
What up, David? Three 610 for Kyle there. Hit the 6-pin dead in the face and spare it. All right, Kyle.
All right.
Adam says, "Hi, Kyle Troup. Congratulations on winning your first major and PBA playoffs."
Thank you, Adam. Thank you. It feels really good. And then I came here and got brought back down to earth by Jonathan earlier today. So God is great.
And then your boy Tony is getting married. If you want a stag ticket,
That's right.
ooh, 379. Pretty hard spare. In fact, a really hard spare.
There's a few guys on tour that can make this like 40% of the time, though. Like Dick Allen, you throw like a backup ball kind of off the corner at it, and it makes it like 30-40% of the time. It's pretty crazy. Like he practices a 2-8-10. I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying not to leave it that way.
Yeah. Well, here we're just gonna get the 2 and move on. It's exactly what I would do in this situation.
Just count.
Yep. We're here to answer some questions, so if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Let us know where you're from. That's always cool to see. Another good shot.
Yep.
Throwing the Obsession Tour. I like that ball.
No way.
Yeah. It's no
Second favorite behind the paradox,
it's no
right?
paradox, but I mean, I like that ball a lot. I might have to get another one. Colorado, Northern California. That's what you call a whole lot of 9. Tapped. Give him his hits. Vero Beach, Florida. St. Charles, Missouri. Yeah. Donna Sandergren or Sandegren. Oh, okay. Tarpon Springs, Florida. Reading, Pennsylvania. Northern Cal. Here to watch my buddy Steve from St. Louis. It's Nate. Mountain Dew Pants is his YouTube name. Nate. You have a guy named Nate that's watching you. His YouTube name is Mountain Dew Pants.
I think no, I think that's
Los Angeles, Cincinnati, Memphis, Schenectady, Rochester. I went to school with a guy from Rochester. Lansing, Vero Beach, Florida. Do you have a bowling ball that you always love to throw?
Lately, especially on the house shots, I've been throwing a lot of the 900 Global Zen. And then if that one's a little too strong, I throw the Rotogrip Idol Synergy. And then on tour, I'm throwing a lot of Rubicon or UC2. Those balls tend to always be going down the lane and pretty much can't go anywhere without a Rubicon. But you can't forget the spare ball. That's got to go everywhere.
That's right. Kyle is on staff with Storm, so he's throwing an IQ Emerald. Another Vero Beach, Florida, Chicago. Where are my Indiana people at? Got to be someone in here from Indiana. Ohio. We need a Ohio, an Indiana, and a North Carolina in here.
Yeah, come on, North Carolina. Where
You
you
had
at?
Cincinnati earlier.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I did say Cincinnati. So all right. So Bill's checked off the list. Watching from Hobart, Australia.
Hobart. Yeah, we were gonna go there for the Devil's Lair, I believe. Hobart, and then it got canceled, obviously with COVID. But wow, somebody's tuning in from Australia.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Zachary is in Indianapolis
There you go.
for awesome. Good shot. Mountain Dew Pants is originally from Indy. I just like saying your name. North Carolina. Koshkoton, Ohio.
Huh? Yeah.
This guy, Brody, he's from Koshkoton, Ohio.
Wow. Never heard of it.
All right. Virginia. Man, I love seeing it where everybody's from. It's awesome to see people live or watching us from everywhere, all across the country. Good shot. So score update after 5 frames. Boiler up, hammer down. Scott is from Mishawaka. Scott bowls in same leagues as I do. Same, yeah. So growing up, my parents, well, they still do. They live on the line between South Bend and Mishawaka. So I walk 10 feet, I'm in Mishawaka. Walk 10 feet back, I'm in South Bend. I don't know. That's like the only thing I think of when I think of Mishawaka. Just because I was always so close to it, even though I grew up in South Bend. Oh, throwing logs.
Take it out. Comb it out for the camera.
This way. There you go. There you go. Ah! Matt Robinson says I actually used to bowl with Ron Sr. back in the day.
Yeah.
Boiler up, hammer down. Obsession Tour. Oh.
That was a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Ron. He's got some kind of tough lanes here. I like that though. You know, I think that'll make you better bowling on tougher lanes in general. Pins are a little harder to carry. You know, so I know, like, you know, nothing bad against it, but like down at Kegel, it's really easy to carry there because, you know, pins fly off the corners. So, you know, it just kind of, I don't know, I guess when they're a little harder, then you can see like what's a flat 10. And then, you know, when you throw it better, then you see the ball carry.
Yeah. All right. So Kyle's going to go ahead and bowl his 7th frame. Steve has 141 with his 18 pins of handicap in the 7th. Kyle's on 3 in a row with 89 in the 4th. Oh, 7 pin. So Bill, talk to me. When something like that happens, pocket shot leaves a 7 pin. Was it a good shot and a bad break, or could have something been better?
Well, some could always be better, but all the videos I've seen where we watched them back about why a 7-pin stays for a right-hander on a great shot like that is the ball just, if the shape and everything's right, it just comes in on the wrong board.
Oh, split the 8-9.
Yeah.
Split in the 8-9. Facebook user says, Kyle, is the phase 2 a staple piece in your bags as well?
Yeah, that's been a benchmark ball in my bag for many, a couple years now. I have actually 2 fairly fresh ones with me this week. They were just a little too strong, covers were just taking over. The lane surface was taking over them a little too much. So got to throw some weaker covers here, but phase 2 is another ball that pretty much goes everywhere with me. Oh, crossover.
Oh.
So, Kyle, when you're on tour, do you prefer a hard grinding tournament or do you like a strike fest?
I like a strike fest because I have 2 hands on the ball. I can send the pins flying a little extra sometimes. So I kind of like them if they're a little softer, but I don't mind if they're hard. Now, like U.S. Open, dead flat 1-1, I don't like to ball on that. Like that's just too damn hard. Like this red square is giving me a good taste of it. But if it's 2-1, 1.5, a little bit of shape in the pattern maybe, but I like to be able to strike a little bit. So because I feel like I can get a little bit of an advantage when they're softer, but then I also feel like when they're a little harder, I can use my accuracy and my spare shooting and kind of keep up and, make some shows when they're a little harder as well. So it feels good to be able to do that because there for a while, they were a tad softer most of the time whenever I was making some shows. But, I felt like making some dual pattern cuts and some harder patterns, it feels good to kind of be able to show up and win on those as well.
All right, good shot there by Steve coming up after his split there. This guy's 158 in the 7th. And Steve has 130, 148 with his handicap. So he has an opportunity for 208 with his handicap. Oh, blower 710.
$500.
$500.
$500 if Kyle makes this.
Come on. Here we go. Let me ask you a question since we're here. Let's have a quick conversation about this for 2 seconds. Because that's the Brunswick pin setters, what do you shoot? Or does that matter to you?
I just shoot the 10 pin every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's just what I always do.
So
if it bounces out, it bounces out. But I guess there are certain ways to shoot it for certain machines.
Well, yeah. So the thought process is the way the kickbacks are built on the Brunswick pin setters, the 7-pin side for this lane has a.
You want to shoot it towards the ball return.
That's correct.
Yeah, I think Simonson told me that.
Did he tell you that?
Yeah, but I just always I just shoot the 10.
All right, well,
I just give him on one. But no, I'm gonna try the 7 now since you said that.
Oh shit, that might cost me $500.
Yep.
CtD After Dark. No bleeps.
Oh,
Oh!
should have done the 10 pin.
Should have done the 10.
I'm gonna leave because obviously
Be awesome if we got Dougie Vision in the EC. That would be pretty cool. We like Dougie. He works hard on those. Shout out Dougie Vision. Good shot.
right?
All right, so let's see where we're at here. 186 in the ninth. So Kyle can max for 216. If he goes 9 spare here, he shoots 206, which gives Steve an opportunity to come up and close out game number 2 if Kyle does not strike here. That's way left. On the 2 to make the spare for 206, which is going to force Steve to get up and get first 2 and 9. Yep. 8 to tie, 9 to win if Steve doubles here. 18.
You can shoot 208 with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he needs double.
Little right off his hand. Okay. So that's going to wrap up game number 2. Two different lane surfaces are tricky, man. They're tricky. Tricky. Don't like the dark brown lane.
No, I like the light. I like the lighter lane. Is that extra shot? Come back for game 5. After we go to hell. Good ball on the red devil.
Guy that was in the chat earlier called Red Square Red Devil. Pretty accurate.
I'm about to share that. Game 3 on the red devil.
Look at him. Look at him.
Put that pump in that up.
That pump and that All right, senior. Calm down. All right, so they're going to come over here.
I knew I was going to do that too.
They're going to come over here to lanes 3 and 4. Put that pump in that ump. And we're going to be bowling on red square.
We get like a 20-minute break, right?
No. Right into it. Well, you guys get 5 minutes of practice.
Can't wait. Can't wait for more bowling on the red devil.
All right, so let me get you guys going here.
Here we go. I'll bowl 150s on this pair, and I'll bowl 200s. Let's come to this time. Let's just spin the wheel. How about that? Oh, I got a wheel here. Yeah, I always one left in the 10. I'm gonna need a reflection. Pretty much anything's right with me.
All right, guys, 5 minutes of practice. Five minutes starting now. Pumping that on.
Yeah, that's the goal. Lead one thing. Forward, take off. I showed Tim that barely hit the left side of the top. I was like, oh. this color ball just be purple.
That's great.
Ball for fast pitch would be purple.
Yeah.
Got to get one before Kyle drinks them all.
Yeah. Slam them. I feel so much better slamming waters than slamming beers like I did in Vegas.
Well, at least tomorrow you'll feel better anyway.
Yeah, my 13 trips to the bathroom to make sure I get my steps in.
Well, the day after every drinking of water, it's over here. That's beer. Well, remember, you don't buy beer, you only rent it. You need that stuff back.
Robert Fusick, I hope. Robert Fusick III says, Kyle, I still want my match. Kyle Fusick? Or Robert Fusick, I'm sorry. I was looking at one name and then Brett said another. Huh?
Come down here. I'll be sure we can fit him in. I brought a little bit of cash.
Kyle said he brought a little bit of cash. All right, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Here, this is a good question. We'll ask our two players. We had a question that asked,
Does it not be what do we like most about this pattern?
No.
Okay.
Actually, finish your practice, then I'll ask the question because I don't want to impede on your practice.
Yeah, mess up the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, red square. The process is.
I'm not bowling. Put my name in again.
I'm not gonna play there.
All right, the first neighbor that I carry in Brooklyn.
Deflects too much. Hooking too much past Brooklyn. Yeah.
All right, just one time.
All right, final shot. Big Daddy Greg says hi. What up, Greg?
Professional coach and advice: don't shoot that line.
All right, this is a good question, and I'll ask the professional and the amateur. Does not having rangefinders matter? Is that what they said? Does not having rangefinders make a difference for the bowlers?
I'm probably not the best person to ask because it doesn't really matter to me.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
But look what we got on lane 4, and Steve is up on lane 4 when he throws his first frame. The rangefinders, they're a good tool to have, but I personally don't use them. Do you recommend your students use them?
When they're available, it's good at being able to tell distance more than anything. Oops. because they are standardized as far as how far each set is. So it's good for that. But there's some people that are dead set on you have to go right on the rangefinder. That's like that old days of everything being on second arrow. It's outdated.
Wheeling and dealing, but the idle synergy tripping the 4. All right.
Buy your stuff. Ship the cart.
Get your cart ready. You got about 30 seconds, maybe. Steve is throwing a Black Widow urethane. If he strikes, it's 20% off for 5 minutes on CtDBowling.com. Oh, it's a good shot. It's a good shot.
Hey, don't feel bad. I missed it 5 times in one game on the house shot.
That is true.
5 times.
So Kyle is down here for the weekend. He is going to be bowling. He's doing a lot of bowling today, that's for sure. But tomorrow, we're going to be shooting a lot of videos for the YouTube channel. So I won't leak what we're going to do, but it's some cool videos coming out. So Kyle will be bowling a lot tomorrow as well. I'm sure he's looking forward to it.
Summer prep.
Summer tour. Summer tour prep. Has Kyle ever bowled one-handed, or has he always bowled two-handed? I believe he's always bowled two-handed.
Yeah,
He said he's trash one-handed.
But he more money too.
But this guy is making enough money where he'll keep doing two-handed. Kyle is stepping up for his second frame. He's on the hunt to try to beat Anthony Simonson's high score on this pair of 241, and I just put it in his head, so he's going to be thinking about it. Yeah. Grind. Catch a double. Hopefully shoot 2-0.
Oh, shit. That's what you get when you play with their own freshman.
Favorite ball is a Rubicon. I like that ball. I like the Rubicon. Good spare? Yep. Yeah. Kenneth Duncan says, tell Kyle Alexander County says, what up?
Yeah, AC. What's up, baby? Yeah, I'm right. That's hometown right there.
Steve going to be coming up for his third frame. Throwing that Black Widow urethane. Huh? Oh, I almost rolled the 3.
Of course, it's colored too, and you don't roll it. Like it's just like I'm orange, and you didn't knock me down.
I'm a singer too. Wait till we go to karaoke.
Oh, I got a couple jams. Yeah.
You like karaoke?
Ooh,
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, he said.
Karaoke showdown afterwards. Pop that tequila.
Good spare.
All right.
New rule: if you leave a color pin, you owe me $10,000. All right.
Hey, if you keep trying, somebody might pay you.
Steve, I hope you brought the checkbook. You owe this guy $10,000 because you left the color pin. Brian says Guppy was the master of karaoke.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah?
Yep. A lot of times you really couldn't understand what he was saying, but he was really good at it. He was a showman on the karaoke. I remember seeing that as a kid in the bar, just sitting in there with the bowlers, like 13, 14 years old, not drinking or anything, just hanging out. Yep, those were the good days of the southern region.
Oh. This pattern is not easy. This is frustrating. Is one lane wood? No. So the right lane is SPL, which is a higher friction surface, and the left lane is Pro Ambilane. Wheel and deal.
Street sweeper. Street sweeper.
Yeah, that's flagging the head on this one.
Six pin going Brooklyn. So Kyle has 68 in the third. Steve has 66 in the fourth with his handicap of 18 pins. Kyle, Matt wants to know if you ever do carp fishing.
If I do carp?
Yeah.
No, I haven't actually. I do some cat fishing most of the time. A little bit of bass fishing back home, my buddy William, and then I actually got to do some fishing with Mike Iaconelli, a professional bass fisherman, and we fished for some different fish, and that was pretty cool. Getting to see him in his element. That'll be on TV sometime in the fall, so I have to keep a lookout for that. I think it's on CBS Sports. I think.
Awesome. Which pro bowler does Kyle like to bowl the most?
Oh man, that's a good question. There's a few guys that popped in mind whenever you ask the question. One, Simonson, because now we bowled each other for a couple titles. He beat me at the Players. Like, we bowled a bunch. We roomed together, so it's always fun bowling each other. But then I always like bowling Belmo because it's always nice to beat the best, but apparently that's me now. So
You're that guy now.
I know I got a target on my back now. So
yeah,
I wasn't very happy when I lost earlier today. I don't think I was quite ready for the challenge, I guess. I didn't really have my legs under me, and I guess I expected them to be a little bit easier than they are. And I was like, all right, well, that's how you take an L right there.
Yeah.
Bowl better.
Kyle, is there a storm ball from the past that you would like to see remade, like the Firestorm or Sunstorm?
Yeah, I think one of the Sunstorms would be pretty good. I threw the red Sunstorm a good bit several years ago. I bought one of those off of Facebook, actually. and it seemed to be okay, but it was just so weak. I'd like to see something like that remade as a urethane option, because it definitely seems to be the goal right now is to make the Purple Hammer, compete with that, because that's pretty much the, one of the balls that beats us a lot of times. So, we're coming up with some good urethane pieces, and who knows, maybe a remake of something like that could be the answer.
Yeah. We'll get a score update and then we'll answer that question. 55. So 73 in the fifth for Steve, and Kyle has 88 in the fourth, with the chance to get to 108 in the fifth. All right, this is a good question. Dustin, I just noticed that the lighter pair of lanes have rangefinders. They're pretty much extinct. Do you, Ron, or Coach know why? I feel like I see a good amount of lanes with rangefinders.
Our synthetics are only 5 years old. They came with rangefinders.
Yeah, so I personally haven't seen a decline in them, but not sure. Cross lane at the spare with that plastic ball.
Damn. Thought that one was going to get through there.
Who is currently on Team Fish?
We've got several guys right now. Some of the guys on tour, Andrew Simonson, myself, obviously Connor Pickford is home running his shop back home a lot of times, which is good. AJ Johnson, Chris Prather. That's some of the national tour guys, but we got a lot of roots. We got a lot of fish in the family, swimming around throughout the country. That sounded kind of wrong, but
I remember in the conversation video, we did talk about this. Simo said Kyle, I wouldn't say stole, took Simo's equipment at a tournament. Does he remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was in Delaware. Oh, yeah, I remember it exactly. Yeah, Friday night after the Pro-Am, I was hanging out at the bar, and we were leaving, pretty much shut down the bowling center, had to bowl in the morning, of course. That was a good decision. And I seen Simonson's equipment, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to mess with him. I'm going to take his equipment. Well, I woke up super, super late and pretty much should have got a couple speeding tickets on the way to the bowl. Got there with 30 seconds left to practice. Started bowling.
There we go. Yay!
Wasn't feeling too hot. And then about the fifth frame, I'm like, oh, my God, I have Simonson's bowling balls in my trunk. And all he had Jim go get was his shoes. I was like, you're a freak. You're a freak, kid. And then he wins back up.
Yep. So Kyle is allowed to throw Storm, Rotogrip, and 900 Global. All of those balls all those brands are under the Storm umbrella. So you can throw any of the three brands. As Ron says, it doesn't matter how, it's how many.
Uncle.
I like the dark lane on the red dip.
Uh-oh, Steve. Steve, my man. You're up again with the orange pin. Get those carts ready. If Steve strikes on the right lane, doesn't matter how, he could go Brooklyn again if he wants to.
He could hit the 3-6 and back door.
He could hit the 3-6.
Tell me you're gonna go hot.
Oh, no. That took off. Kyle just threw the IQ Emerald. He was throwing an Idle Synergy over here. So Kyle does have 148.
Oh!
And he made it, and I took it off the camera.
Sharpshooter.
Oh, my. So Kyle has 168 in the 8th. Max for 218. Steve has 98 in the 7th. With a strike in the 8th. So this game is all but over. But we still have that opportunity for 20%. Coming in hot. 5 minutes.
Yep.
Pretty good. All right. So the discount code OPCTD20 will be live until 8:07 p.m. OPCTD20 until 8:07 p.m. Central Time.
Brooklyn ball.
Yep.
Hey, I seen my dad do this in a regional. He bowled Chris McSwain in the round of 16, and he had nothing. And McSwain had like straight down the first game. And Gup said, I'm lined up Brooklyn, beat in the second game, and then lost the next 2 games. He tried to just go Brooklyn for the rest of the match.
Yeah, my bad. I took the camera off the split conversion.
What the hell, right?
Right.
I've seen it. I'm like, all right. I can't be mad at it. I mean, I'm still going to yell at Bill O'Neill if he does it again.
I'm sure there will be, yes, Daryl. Right now, there's none on the schedule, but we're definitely talking to some about coming to the EC. They're bowling on red square, which is 1-1 on 3 and 4.
All right. What?
It is. Kind of like a slot machine. Gives you the jackpot on your last spin. Like, hey,
All right, the code is working.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Too far to the right.
You already had him shut out.
This is the last match of the night. So Kyle's gonna go ahead and shoot this. 2-4-8-10. 3 minutes left. Uh-oh. Oh. All right. So tell Steve, big ups on the 20%. BFP ordered. Awesome. So good bowling to both of our players. Kyle won the match 3-0. We appreciate everybody tuning in. 8:07 is when that code will expire. So get your purchases in. It will not be available after that time. Hold on. Let me find what time the match is tomorrow. The match tomorrow is scheduled at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a match tomorrow. same place, not the same time, the same place tomorrow. So hope to see you all there. A couple more minutes on the discount code. So take advantage of that. It will expire at 8:07. It will not go a minute past that or 10 seconds past that. It will expire right at 8:07. So hope to see you all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time, and have a great night.